Thanks for joining me, I'm Aaron Rutten, and this is the artwork that was submitted for my August group art challenge at patreon.com/AaronRutten. The theme as chosen by my patrons is abstract expressionism. First up is a painting of Lizzie by Susan Schwartz. The colors in this are so vibrant, it reminds me of the 80s and 90s when these fluorescent colors were really the rage. And I think it works really well for this chameleon because chameleons are nice and vibrant anyways. And then having that black background surrounding everything really makes the colors pop. Excellent work, Susan. Next up is a painting by Florian Langell. I really like all the layering of the lines here. Those very, very dense areas with all the fine lines remind me of kind of an overhead view of a city. And then above it, you have those bigger, broader, more colorful lines. I think those give a nice structure to the piece so that you have a nice balance of big, broad, open areas that are filled with a lot of nice concentrated detail. And then all of that chaos is kind of unified by having everything contained within a square canvas. Great job, Florian. Thanks for sharing. Tom Iverson has a painting for us, and this painting really illustrates how nature itself can be very abstract. This is called Swarm of Fish Above the Seafloor, and it has a lot going on here. There's a lot of really bright colors that pop and stand out. Coral itself is something that looks kind of abstract, and then you have those swirling masses of fish that kind of look like brushstrokes. The way that you blended everything and made it nice and oily really enhances that and adds a sense of movement. This one turned out great, Tom. Here's a painting in traditional media by Melissa Weber. This is called Duality, and I really love the color combination here. That blue-green plays really nicely against that deep red color, and everything surrounded by the black helps everything stand out. Now I know this is abstract, but I can't help but see some different shapes in here. It almost looks like volcanoes or islands or pyramids, and I really like down in the center at the bottom, that triangular pyramid shape that's created that's nice and three-dimensional. It's almost kind of like a kaleidoscope effect. Nicely done, Melissa. This is a painting by Richard Stalter, and I was going to crack a joke and say that this could be somebody's album cover, but Richard actually has experience making album covers, so I'll keep my mouth shut. But I really like the way that this one turned out. There's a lot of layering of different objects, and I'm trying to figure out what they are. I think I see a galaxy. It really feels like kind of a big rock band or something with a lot of drums and guitars, but I don't know why I'm seeing that. Maybe I'm just thinking about this being an album cover, but it's really cool the way that you layered everything. Keep up the great work, Richard. This is Night Carnival by Linda Boswell, and I know the Night Carnival theme probably put this idea into my head, but it does look like an overhead view of people attending a carnival at night. It also kind of gives me that feeling of looking at a Where's Waldo book where there's all these fine details and little characters. Each blob and each splat is its own character, and no two splats are alike, which really keeps your eye moving and traveling across the piece. This one's really nice to look at, Linda. Thanks for sharing. George Metz is up next with another highly controversial painting. Just kidding, George. This kind of gives me the impression of sea life that's at the very, very bottom of the ocean. These are newly discovered creatures that use bioluminescence, and everything is kind of strategically placed to keep your eye moving around the piece. There's a creepy tentacle thing kind of off there to the right, and then in the bottom left corner, there's some more little squiggly worm-like things. I really like that this is abstract, but at the same time, it has a nice biological theme to it. It's very cool and very creative. Thanks, George. That's it for the submissions for the August Group Art Challenge. If you'd like to join the next Group Art Challenge, go to patreon.com/AaronRutten and sign up today. The theme for the next challenge is sunsets, and it's not too late to get in on the action. As always, if you enjoyed the artwork in this video, show your support for the artists by clicking the like button. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications, that way you don't miss a single new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.